one thing I have noticed is that, yes, there's a lot of interracial marriages and couples, but I have noticed that once Black Brazilians in particular get any kind of money, I mean, I'm not even talking about filthy rich. I'm just talking about maybe just like a nice job that you won't lose, some education. I found that many of them, both men and women, tend to marry white. Can you explain this to us?
Tend to marry white is a Brazilian thing because of the whole idea that was implemented in our ideas in the beginning of the 20th century. Okay, so it's not just because of the money. You will see these relations happening also in lower groups. So if you go to the favelas, you're gonna see that happen. You're gonna see it all over. The point is because the very white people are not marrying into
they do not marry black people at all.
At all. The very white Brazilians, they're very segregated. As segregated as Mississippi 1965.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. They're the very white. So the white people in Brazil, we divide them academically in 3 categories. The very white people, the white people, and the read as white people. Like in Brazil, Jewish people are white, and Turkish people are white. Japanese people are white.
Okay, cool. Okay. Maybe socially white?
Socially white.
Okay. 3 categories.
2 categories. And the poor whites, the ones who live in the ghettos with the Black Brazilians, they are the ones who actually can be racist and marry a black person. This happens in Brazil. A white person, a white poor person marries a black person and says, I love you, but I don't love what you are. I love the kid that was gonna come out of you that's gonna be beautiful. And then we erase the whole idea that this kid is black as well.
So people, when they're actually in these interracial families, nobody is kind of consciously talking about blackness or saying that they are black.
No, they're just repeating the mistakes because it was in schools. If you read books from 1917 for 1945, it was in the book.
I gotta find this book. I want to find.
I can show you. That. I can show you that later. And everything is based on the picture I wanted to put here.
Explain to us this picture.
This picture is called the Redemption of Cain. Whatever. Cam was one of the kids of Noah, and he saw his father naked, and that's how they justified that the black race was cursed. The Christians, they justify racism throughout the years through the curse that is based basically on the Bible. This was shown, this picture that you see right now is from 1895. It was painted by Modesto Broncos in the moment in Brazil that we were talking about the eugenics politics. The eugenics politics was pretty much the one who showed that yes, we need to whiten the population because black people are less intelligent, less civilized. And this picture shows the grandma. You see the grandma raising the hands to the Lord, thanking God that her daughter, who is a mixed girl, married a white settler that came in this new idea of whitening the country, and they have a white kid, very white kid, that is in his tiny hands just blessing the grandma. If you look in the picture, and she's thanking God that the curse was broken. That picture was shown in 1895, and also in this Congress I told you that happened in London, in which
they showed that picture.
Brazil showed that picture to introduce to the Europeans what was his idea to having a more civilized country after slavery. We're gonna whiten the country, and this idea is
ingrained also in black Brazilians as well.
Yeah.
Do you think that so this is actually one of the things that kind of hurts me the most, because I've always been brought up to be proud of my blackness. I would like to date a black man in Brazil. Do you think this will change in some way? Or is this, I mean, do you think
It's changing.
it is changing?
It's changing. As I told you, you're seeing the revolution. It's very nice that you're here right now, that you're showing Americans reality about what's going on, listening to us, talking to us, because she's really actually she's in all events that you can ever imagine of
I'm
black
always
things
there.
in Brazil. She was gonna write a book when she later
sure
gonna
am.
write a book about what happened, because she's part of the revolution as well. Revolution is happening here.
Okay.
A revolution is happening here, and people are talking about it, and we are changing this. Although I don't think the revolution will start only in the religious part. Some people believe everything needs to be in the religion, and I don't think so. I think it's gonna be more about education, about conscious, about understanding who you are. Of course, we will pass through a process of understanding a new way to see your own religion, or adapting yourself to a new religion, or going back to the African religion. Whichever you choose, I think I'm fine with that. But most of all, I think we need to understand who we are, where we come from, and where we're going.